All right, guys, I'm about to do something crazy. I'm going to be ranking my entire Bond No. 9 collection. That's right now 48 bottles and counting, because I know for a fact there are 2 more that I want. So I'm just going to give 1 or 2 quick notes on each one, the cost, and move on. This collection has cost, well, the retail price. This collection retails for over $20,000. So my editors are going to have a job to do, because I want them to put the price up of each one and kind of keep a running tally on the total. So it's going to test their math skills a little bit. But this is over $20,000 collection. And the majority of these, 95% of them, I paid for myself. Facts. Let's get into it. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Darren, the BowTie Fragrance Guy. Fragrances and fashion is what we talk about on this channel, and I throw in a little bit of grooming and style tips as well. So listen, if you're into looking good and smelling great, man, I think you enjoy the content on this channel. Hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well, so anytime a new video is uploaded on the channel, you'll get notified. You heard me in the intro, guys. 48 Bond No. 9 fragrances that values over $20,000. So I have an over $20,000 Bond No. 9 collection. That is absolutely insane. And I'm going to be ranking them from 48 to number 1. So we got a lot of work to do on run the intro. When we come back, we're going to get into it. If you want to see how I rank these, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump right into it. Really quickly again, guys, if you haven't gotten the ebook, get it. $9, support your boy. I give some very good content on the modern day gentleman and some things we can do as guys to kind of make sure that we are on the path, the right path to success, and some great tips that you can kind of utilize to help keep you motivated and encouraged en route to doing that. Really kind of good summary of it. So I'll link it down below. Make sure you click on the link and support your boy. $9. Get the ebook and you'll be able to choose a 5 ml decant if you're chosen as a winner from any fragrance in my collection. And that includes all these Bond No. 9s. So we're going to try to move this as fast as through this as fast as we can. And I'm going to give you the fragrance name, a few notes from it, and we're going to keep it pushing because this video could take 3 hours if I didn't. So in the 48th spot, and let me say this, I like all of these fragrances at least. Even the number 48, it's a cool fragrance. It's just, it falls very flat compared to the other ones because it's kind of a bland, just kind of blah fragrance, although it doesn't smell bad. Let me say that. And like I said earlier, guys, I bought all of these with the exception of 4 of these. I think in my collaborations with FragranceGuy.ca, I got 3 of the fragrances from the Dubai collection and the New York Forever anniversary fragrance. Those 4 fragrances are the only 4 I did not purchase myself. Now, I didn't pay full retail for all of these, although there are some that I've gone into Bond No. 9 locations and gotten, Neiman's and got paid full retail. A lot of these I found great market discounts and stuff. But anyway, in the 48 spot, the only 50 ml bottle in my collection, Little Italy, the orange bottle. This retails for $360. It's clementine, mandarin orange, grapefruit, and neroli, and it's just like an orange citrusy bomb with no development, no anything else. I use this for layering sometime to brighten up other fragrances, but really outside of that, it's a little bit blah. So that's why this is the only 50 ml that I have, and it's in the 48th spot, Little Italy. It is good for blending for other fragrances though. All right, guys, in the 47th spot, Dubai Amber. Dubai Amber. This retails for $600. This is saffron, oud, amber, and Bulgarian rose. And it's in this spot. I mean, if you love rose oud, it's good, but I was looking for more amber. And I know the Dubai collection is a Middle Eastern collection, but it didn't give me nearly enough amber in this. Way too much rose and way too much oud for my liking. So that's why I was in the 47th spot. If they would have upped the amber, this would have been probably higher on the list. But in the 47th spot, retailing for $600 Dubai Amber. All right, in the 46th spot, we have Park Avenue South. Love the bottle. What you get here is retails for $420. This is green apple, peach, jasmine, and musk. As some of the main notes, again, it smells good, but obviously there's others I like better. So that's why it's here. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, I'm coming in, and I think this is the 44th spot. I may get these numbers wrong, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The 44th spot is this one right here. It's called Jones Beach. Jones Beach. This one retails for $420. Cologne, orange blossom, and Broxton and musk are some of the main notes. And it's a nice fragrance. It's just a summertime fragrance. A nice beachy smell fragrance. It smells like you are on the beach and you've applied a little bit of suntan lotion. That's what this fragrance is. Again, it smells nice, but obviously there's others that I like a lot more. That's why it's in this spot. Jones Beach. All right, guys, next up we have FiDi. FiDi stands for Financial District, retailing for $460. Black pepper, nutmeg, vanilla, and bergamot. Again, nice fragrance. Nice fragrance, nowhere near as creative and doesn't speak to me as much as the others, but that's all to it. It does smell great. So check it out. This is called FiDi. All right, guys, I think we're at in the number 42, the 42nd spot. This one is called Bond Number 9 Patchouli. This actually probably should be higher now that I'm thinking about it. It retails for $444. This is cardamom, patchouli, leather, and nutmeg. Yeah, this probably should be higher, man, but this was really hard for me to do. It's nice, but right now let's put it in the 42nd spot. It is a nice fragrance if you like patchouli. Check it out. Again, this is called Bond Number 9 Patchouli. All right, guys, next up, I think this is number 41. This one is called Bond Number 9 Liberty Island. Liberty Island, this is one of those fragrances that retail for $360. Yes, it's marshmallow accord here, mandarin orange, and orange blossom. It's interesting because there's a fragrance from by Killian that has a marshmallow accord, and then she also, Khalees Baker, used orange blossom in that fragrance as well. Maybe that kind of helps make the the marshmallow accord because it's kind of has this sweetness to it. But anyway, nice fragrance, nice, great for summer, kind of springtime fragrance. Doesn't really last that long, but it does smell great. I love that marshmallow accord here. 41st spot, Liberty Island. All right, guys, coming in the 40th spot, So New York. So New York retail for $360 as well. This is espresso, cacao, and a note of marabelle, which gives a kind of nice floral touch to it. But really, this smells just like an espresso. I think it's kind of highly underrated, but that's saying something that is at this spot in the list because I have so many great ones that I love from this collection. Right now, we'll take it at number 40. Again, this one is called So New York. All right, I think we're at number 39. The first one up from, well, the second one from the Dubai collection, Dubai Amethyst. Dubai Amethyst. This retails for $600 as well. This is lily, rose, tonka bean, and tobacco. And honestly, I think this would be higher for me. There's a little bit too much lily. I wish they would dial the lily back. That would make it even better. It does smell great, a very unique scent profile, but that's why it's in this spot. Dubai Amethyst. All right, guys, I think we're at number 38. This was a Harrods exclusive that released last year. Harrods' 175th anniversary, a combination they did with Bond Number 9. So it's called Harrods 175. So first look at this tape job on this bottle. I had to tape the bottle. This one dropped. But what you get, it retails for $385. This is black currant, amber, labdanum, rose, and cinnamon. So the fragrance is actually in here now because the bottle dropped. So I kept it because it's a very unique bottle and it was a Harrods exclusive. But as you can see, I have tape on the bottle because it dropped and the whole top of it came off. I'm going to use this cap on another fragrance that I'm going to talk about later. But it's nice. It's in this spot because it kind of reminded me of Dragon, which was a release from Motor City Victorious last year, and I had that one first. So that's why it wasn't a super unique profile when I smelled it. So a little bit disappointed in that, but it smells great. It's in the 38th spot. This is a Harrods exclusive, Harrods 175, and done in combination with Bond Number 9 and Harrods of London. All right, I think we're at 37. Guys, don't go crazy if I get the numbers wrong. I'm trying to remember. But this one is Astor Place. I just need to spend more time with this, and I really like it. When I spray it, I like it. $420 it retails for. This is violet leaves, freesia, orris, and teak wood. Definitely a very unisex fragrance, but I do really enjoy it when I spray it. I think if I spent more time with this, it would move up. But right now, it's in the 37 spot. This is Astor Place. All right, coming in the 36 spot, this is My New York. My New York retailing for 460 bucks. This is LME resins, rose, papyrus, and cashmere. Definitely a nice fragrance. Make sure you check that one out in the 36 spot. My New York. Coming in the 35th spot, I honestly think the bottle presentation plays a role in this where this one is, because I do like it. It's a gourmand. But this is Bond No. 9's New Bond Street. I hate that leopard. I wish it was just an all red bottle. This retails for $460. This is cacao, coffee, chestnut, and sandalwood. This is a really, really nice one. I love that chestnut gives this very kind of almond, like nutty nuance with the chocolate and the patchouli and coffee in here. This stuff is really, really good. Again, I just think psychologically the bottle kind of messes with me with this one. I don't reach for it as much, but it's really good. So if you like gourmands, you like it. So check this one out. New Bond Street, if you like gourmand coffee fragrances. All right, guys, I'm losing count. I think we're somewhere around 33 or something like that, but y'all can kind of help keep up. Next up is this one, Governor's Island. This retails for 420 bucks. And this is incense, ambroxan, and cedarwood. So this is definitely an interesting one. It's kind of sweet, but then it has a nice smoky incense on the dry down. So check that one out, Governor's Island. All right, guys, next up we have these Bond No. 9 interpretation of Creed Silver Mountain Water. And this is the Hamptons. The Hamptons retails for $440. This is lime, magnolia, jasmine, and sandalwood, some of the main notes. And again, this is kind of their take on Creed Silver Mountain Water, which I love that fragrance, but I smelled that one first. And that was a little bit better to me, but this has a little bit more floral, but it is really nice. Bond No. 9, the Hamptons. All right, next up, guys, this is one of their more recent releases over the last 2-3 years, maybe 2021. This one is called Nomad. Really cool bottle. Love this bottle. This one retails for 460 bucks. This is pear, blackcurrant, amber, and vanilla. So I do like that contrast of that nice fruity opening, and then you have that nice kind of smoky, incensey, vanillic dry down. Stuff is really, really great. Definitely, this one gets a lot of compliments as well, but obviously I like the other ones better. Bond No. 9 Nomad. All right, guys, this next one is a sleeper. I think it's actually been discontinued, but I love this for spring and summer, especially summer. Smells heavenly on my skin. This one's called West Broadway. When it was available, it was retailing for $360. It's a simple scent profile, limes, lilies, and musk. That's right here, sings on my skin in the springtime and summer. If you can find a bottle, it's definitely worth it. You can probably find it for the low. Bond No. 9 West Broadway. All right, next up, guys, I think we're somewhere around fragrance 30 or 31. One I wanted to get my hands on so bad, it was a little hard to get at first. Now it's readily available, but this is Bond No. 9's Coney Island. Coney Island retails for 360 bucks. It has guava and it's kind of margarita accord with cinnamon and chocolate. So it's kind of a contrasting fragrance. You have like this very festive kind of tropical fragrance on one end, then sweet and gourmand on the other side. I guess that's what Coney Island smells like in New York, but it's really, really nice. So check this one out. This is called Coney Island. All right, next up is a fragrance I had a love-hate relationship with. It is one of my more highly complimented Bond No. 9 fragrances, but obviously I still like the other ones better than this, although this one has grown on me quite a bit over the last year. Bond No. 9's Wall Street. This smells just like money. If you take dollar bills out of your pocket and smell them, that's what this smells like. Retails for $440. It's cucumber, lavender, ambergris, and vetiver. So check this one out. This is called Wall Street. All right, guys, next up, we're going back to the Dubai collection, one of my favorites from the Dubai collection, Dubai Citrine. All right, Dubai Citrine retails for $600. This is brandy, bitter orange, sandalwood, and patchouli. So it has a nice kind of booziness up top with the bitter orange. This one is really, really, really good. Really good. Again, right now it's my second place in the ones I smell from the Dubai collection. This is really, really dope. Dubai Citrine. I think a lot of people sleep on this one. All right, guys, next up, one of my favorite leather fragrances in my collection. This is Bond No. 9's Brooklyn. Retail for $360. This one's going to give you leather, geranium, juniper, and guide woods as some of the main notes. Bond number 9, Brooklyn. Next up, we're going back to one of the other islands in New York. This one is called Shelter Island. Shelter Island, $360 is the full retail on this one. Black pepper, lilies, sandalwood, and myrrh. And that myrrh definitely gives kind of twist to this one. This one smells a little bit like Sag Harbor, but you have a little bit of a resinous myrrh on the dry down that kind of gives it this kind of resinous sweetness. Really, really great fragrance right here from Bond number 9. I think people sleep on this one as well. Check out Shelter Island. All right, guys, we're entering into the top 25. So at the 25th spot, Beekman Place. Beekman Place. I really like this one. Retails for $450. Pineapple, blackcurrant, tonka bean, and oak moss. This one is getting better and better the more it macerates. So right now it's in the 25th spot. I do really enjoy it. This is called Beekman Place. In the 24th spot, we're going with this one right here. Bond number 9, Shea Bond. Shea Bond retails for $460. This is tea, violet leaves, vetiver, sandalwood, and cedarwood. Kind of puts you, of course, in the mindset of Tom Ford's Green Irish Tweed. Love this stuff right here. It's in the 24th spot, one of their classics. This is called Shea Bond. Next up, guys, in the 23rd spot, Sag Harbor. This stuff really cooks good on my skin in the hot weather. $360 at retail for you. Have ivy leaves here, peonies, amber, sandalwood, and a grape accord. Super underrated fragrance right here, especially I think a lot of guys kind of pass this one by. Don't do it anymore. This stuff is fantastic. From Bond number 9, check this one out, guys. A summer staple, Sag Harbor. In the 22nd spot, Off Broadway. This one is Off Broadway, retails for $460. This is osmanthus, nutmeg, vetiver, and sandalwood. Smells so freaking good. This is one of those addictive scent profile for me. Check it out, guys. I think this one as well is one that a lot of people don't really talk about. But this is called Off Broadway. In the 21st spot, Tribeca. Tribeca, the retails for $460. This is cacao, hazelnut, oak moss, and caramel. And some of the main notes. I really love this one. This one gets a lot of compliments, but I honestly, from a personal standpoint, wish the oak moss wasn't in, or it was less pronounced, in my humble opinion. But I still like it. Still smells great. Really good one from Bond number 9. Actually, one of the more popular ones. Definitely unisex, but this is called Tribeca. All right, guys, we're now in the top 20, and in that 20th spot, it goes to this one, Dubai Indigo. Dubai Indigo, of course, retails for $600. Lychee, peach, orange blossom, and oak moss are some of the main notes. So right now, this is the number 1 fragrance I smell from the Dubai collection. I want to look at Ruby and 1 or 2 others, but right now, this is my favorite from the Dubai collection. That's why it's in the 20th spot, Bond number 9, Indigo. Next up, a fragrance that has a lot of sentimental value to me, man. This one is called Bond number 9, Manhattan. This one could be discontinued as well, if I'm not mistaken, $360. Gingerbread accord in here with plum, saffron, and suede. This is just a special fragrance because of that gingerbread accord in here. So you got the gingerbread with kind of, kind of leathery, almost smoky more saffron. I know here it's kind of comes across to me. Stuff is really, really great with that juicy plum note in here. Fantastic fragrance from Bond number 9. I love this stuff. This one is called Manhattan. Next up, we're going with another classic, one of their more popular fragrances. This is Greenwich Village. Greenwich Village. Greenwich Village retails for $460. This is lychee, peony, vanilla, and praline. Again, it's just a really sweet, fruity vanilla fragrance. That's really what this is at the end of the day, to be quite honest with you. But I really do enjoy it. It gets a lot of compliments. This is Greenwich Village. All right, guys, I don't remember I said the price of Manhattan, but that was one that retailed for $360. But next we're going with this one right here, New York Nights. New York Nights. New York Nights retails for $460. This is carnation, coffee, sandalwood, and caramel are some of the main notes. Now, this smells similar to another Bond number 9 fragrance I'm going to talk about later on that was released last year. This one smells similar, but this one has the coffee. That one doesn't have the coffee in it. I'm kind of preferring that one right now. I know this is crazy because a lot of people, this is one of their favorites. I do love it, obviously. I love all of these. My top 25 I love, but it's right here for right now. Bond number 9, New York Nights. Next up, another discontinued gem that is really, really hard to find, but I just love this. People have said before, like Paco Rabanne have a bubblegum kind of scent to it. This, to me, is the one that has a kind of bubblegum playfulness about it, but I love it. This is called Bond number 9, I Love New York for Him. And it was retailing for $360 when it was readily available, but this is grapefruit, lavender, sandalwood, and lavender. Kind of got this fresh, like I said, bubblegum kind of sweetness in the beginning. It's just really addictive for me. I love this fragrance. It performs like a monster. Really hard to find this one now, but if you can, this is a gem. Bond number 9, I Love New York for Him. Another fragrance that's been discontinued. This is Bond number 9's take on Acqu Di Gio. Bond number 9, HTTP. Bond9.com. This one retails for $360. Of course, the notes: pineapple, apple, blackcurrant, and patchouli. Again, this is the closest thing they have to the Aventus DNA, despite some people saying it's centerpiece. It's this one right here, Bond9.com. All right, guys, now the next fragrance on the list, I think we're getting pretty close to the top 15 here, if I'm not mistaken. This one, man, the more I spend time with this one, this is probably gonna move up on my list. But this is called Bond number 9, New York Forever, with this crazy anniversary cap that I'm not a fan of. But this is the fragrance right here. This one retails for $550. Cinnamon, patchouli, amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. This is so good, my goodness. It reminds me of something I cannot think of what it is off the top of my head. Kind of puts me almost maybe in a mindset of maybe Blessed Baraka a little bit from Initio Parfums. This stuff smells fantastic. This is right up my alley for fragrances that I love, things that I love to smell. And what I'm probably going to be doing with this cap, I would love to have the red cap, but I think I'm just going to take the cap off of the Bond number 9 Heritage fragrance that I have since the bottle's been destroyed, and probably put it on here because I can't even fit this on my fragrance shelf because the cap is so crazy. Guess it's nice. Again, it increases the price of the fragrance by about $60 or so, but I could have done without the cap. But anyway, the fragrance is fantastic. Bond number 9, New York Forever. Really beautiful amber and patchouli and sandalwood vanilla fragrance. This stuff is really good. All right, guys, coming in the 12th spot. Right now, this fragrance has me in a chokehold, man. Another one which I shied away from because of the bottle is a more feminine presentation to me. But man, this stuff, let me show you the bottle, man. In the 12th spot right now, this is called Chelsea Nights. Chelsea Nights. This one retails for $460. This is saffron, cacao, amber, and patchouli. Oh my gosh, this is good, man. If you love a cacao note, it's not like a sweet chocolate. This is bitter cacao. Bitter cacao with amber, patchouli, and a nice leather-like saffron in the opening. Man, I love this. This is addictive to me. I cannot get enough of this one. That's why I haven't had it that long, but it's moved so far because it is, at the end of the day, about what I love, and this is up there. Bond number 9, Chelsea Nights. Guys, if you can get past the bottle, it's an amazing fragrance. All right, guys, in the 11th spot, I have a huge dent in this bottle because I just love the fragrance. I wear it a lot, one of my go-tos, Bond number 9, Sutton Place. If you can't tell by the bottle, leather is one of the main notes. This one retails for $460. This is pineapple, leather, cassis, and patchouli. Love it. One of my favorites, one of those bonds that are high up there on my complimented bond list. Bond number 9, Sutton Place. Love this stuff. All right, guys, if you would have asked me this 3 months ago, this fragrance definitely would have been in my top 10, but now it cracks the top 10. I just love it. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. At the end of the day, it's about when you spray something on, what speaks to you, what smells great, what do you want to wear, what do you feel compared to wear. This one just does it for me, man. This is Bond number 9's West Side in the 10th spot. West Side retailing for $360. This is Rose Yang Ylang sandalwood, and vanilla. And I think what gets me here is the rose a Yang Ylang combination here in this fragrance. Man, I love this stuff. More people need to get their nose on this one because I know a lot of people don't talk about it. This is seriously, this is one of their hidden gems, Bond No. 9 West Side. Check it out. Another one that I got here recently, this is one of the ones I bought full retail from the store itself. This is Bond No. 9's B9. Bond No. 9 B9. This one retails for 440 bucks. This is gardenia, saffron, oak moss, and sandalwood. Get your nose on it, all I can say, in the 9th spot, B9. Coming in the 8th spot, this one retails for 360 bucks. This is called Bond No. 9's Riverside Drive. Riverside Drive. Retail for, again, 360 bucks. This is basil, pineapple, sandalwood, and oak moss. Another one where I somehow broke the cap on it. So I'm gonna have to get a new bottle just for that reason alone. I can't even find a way to decant it because this part of it broke. The stem of it broke. Anyway, but man, it smells good. It's so classically gentleman and great for like really any environment. You can't go wrong with this one right here. It just smells phenomenal. That pineapple note up top with the basil, it's to die for. It's in the 8th spot. I love this stuff. This is Riverside Drive. In the 7th spot, guys, one of my classics, one of my fragrances with the biggest dent, one of the biggest dents. This is the Bond No. 9 Signature Scent. Bond No. 9 Signature. This one retails for 470 bucks. This is rose, tonka bean, musk, and oud. This one has 30% oil concentration, so it sticks around for a long time. Not super huge on projection, but longevity, it is a monster on the longevity. And again, rose, tonka bean. Those are the main notes to my nose. This thing is so good. This is so good, man. That's why it's so high up on the list. And again, this bottle is all the way down to here. It's all the way down to here, so I wear this one a lot. Bond No. 9 Signature Scent, one of my favorites. All right, guys, just outside the top 5. This is a newcomer, but I'm blown away by this fragrance. Now, I do wish it performed better. I'm gonna see if the performance improves. I've only had it about a month or so, maybe close to a couple weeks. But this fragrance is moving up on my list really fast. I cannot tell you anything about it other than I love the way it smells. This is Bond No. 9's number 1. Retailing for 460 bucks. This is Yang Ylang, rose, tonka bean, vanilla, and cashmere. Man, you gotta get your nose on this stuff. Rose and that really banana-like Yang Ylang note in here is captivating in the opening. And then it's warm and sweet. The vanilla is perfectly done here, not overly confectionery, because I hate those kind of vanillas. This is so good, man. You just got to get your nose on it. It's right outside the top 5 right now. I highly recommend this to anybody that is a Bond No. 9 fan. Bond No. 9, number 1. All right, guys, we're going into the top 5 now. And in the number 5 spot, it is Bond No. 9's New Harlem. This is an old formulation, beyond good. Retails for 360 bucks. What you get here is lavender, coffee, tonka bean, and patchouli. And again, this is breakfast. This is pancakes drizzled in syrup with a nice cup of coffee on the side. That's what this is in a bottle, and it smells phenomenal. You would think it would be overly sweet based on that, but when you put it on skin, it wears so well and actually develops and plays on the skin with more of an elegance than you may expect from a sweet fragrance like this. Check it out. In the 5th spot, one of my favorites. Glad it was discontinued but brought back. This is Bond No. 9's New Harlem. In the 4th spot, probably my most complimented Bond No. 9 fragrance, Centerpiece for Him. See the dent in it, all the way down here. Love this stuff. Retails for 440 bucks. This is pineapple, juniper berries, black currant, and cedarwood. Just check. Coming in the 3rd spot. These top 3 kind of fluctuate sometimes, but right now, it's in the 3rd spot, Lafayette Street. Retailing for 450 bucks. Coriander, tonka bean, vanilla, and gray amber. are some of the main notes. Definitely one of the ones as well that's in my top 5 as far as compliments are concerned. I will never forget the first time I smelled this. It was an instant love for me, and I had to have myself a bottle. This one honestly to me seemingly has become more popular than even some of the previous fragrances that were more popular before from this particular line. And I was one of the first people to be all over this fragrance right here from Bond Number 9. Smells phenomenal. So easy to wear. Such a highly complimented fragrance. Just love this stuff. It's in the 3rd spot for a reason. Bond Number 9, Lafayette Street. All right, guys, in the number 2 spot, a discontinued gem. Bond Number 9, New York Oud. Retails for $470. Plum, rose, oud, and honey, man. Boy. This is a unique rose oud fragrance, unlike any other rose oud fragrance I've ever smelled. I only reserve this for special occasions now because it is discontinued. And until I see that it's come back into stock, I'm going to be very careful with when and how I wear this fragrance. I can't tell you how much I love it. And I've already done one through a 50 ml. This one has a little dent in it already as well. So just got to be easy with it, man. If I had more of it and I knew I could get another bottle, I probably would wear it even more. Because it is just one of my favorites. It's another one that has a very addictive scent profile to it. Check it out, fellas. You can find yourself a decanter or something like that. It is just a phenomenal rose oud fragrance with that plum in there. New York Oud. And last but not least, in the number 1 spot, I think nostalgia kind of played a role in this one. I think this was my introduction to the brand. Such a special fragrance, and that's why I put it number 1. Scent profile, I love it as well, but I think the nostalgia played a role in this being number 1. You know what it is, man, Bleecker Street. Retailing for $440. This is violet leaves, cinnamon, caramel, oak moss, and blueberry. There's a blueberry chord here. Such a special fragrance. Green, sweet and gourmand on the other end, and they kind of merge together just to create a masterfully done fragrance in my humble opinion. And that's why this right now would give the number 1 spot in my over $20,000 Bond Number 9 collection. The number 1 spot would go to this one, Bleecker Street. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to run through these relatively quick without a lot of commentary. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you experienced fragrances from the brand, what are your top 5? I would certainly love to see you guys rank your top 5 down in the comment section. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate your time and attention to these videos. You guys don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you're sharing these out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the BowTie fragrance guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.